Hi everybody, and welcome to April's Masterclass with me, Mrs. B from Mrs. B's Book Nook, talking to you all about the book that was included in your subscription box for April, which was Shadow Chaser. So if you are watching, please give me some likes or love. Please pop your comments in the comments box. I hope I'll see them. I did my live last night in my group and I didn't see any comments. I thought I was just chatting away to myself, and actually when I came off there were loads of comments. So yeah, please do pop any comments in. If you're watching on replay, do give me a hashtag replay so that I know that you've been and watched this. So this month we've included something a little bit different in your subscription box, and it's something that I am actually so pleased that Usborne have started a series of these books. Do you remember, I don't know if you remember, but I remember when I was growing up there were adventure, I don't even know what they were called actually, but almost like create your own story books. And it was a book where you started off the story, you read the first bit, and then you got to the end of the first part of the book, or the first page, or the first paragraph, whatever, and you had to choose what you wanted to do. And it could have been, you know, you come to a door, and the choice could have been you go through the door, you turn around and go back, or you go down a different corridor. And you had to make that choice, and depending on what choice you made, it took you to another part of the book. So when you were in that story, you were creating your own story. And I used to think they were great, because actually, if you didn't want to have to be sat reading for a long time, if you didn't want to read lengthy chapters, you could, it was something you could read quite quickly. You know, and you didn't, you know, as sometimes as a reader you don't want to be faced with lots and lots of pages to read in a chapter. You want to read it quite quickly. So great for those people who perhaps a little bit reluctant reading as well when I was younger. And I loved it because actually you could start it off again and, you know, actually make a different choice to see what other different journey it took you on. So there were lots and lots of, you know, I wouldn't say endless, but there were lots and lots of different possibilities with these stories, which is why I'm so thrilled to see that Usborne have now brought out their own Usborne adventure game books, and there's a series of these, and Shadow Chaser is one of them. And in these stories there's one hero, and that hero is you. Okay, it says on the back of here that the shadows are coming and only you can stop them. In this magically illustrated adventure, every choice is yours, and your survival depends upon the decisions that you make. Who to fight, who to trust. In a book where nothing is as it seems, even the pictures hold secrets that must be unlocked. So yes, this is one of those puzzle books, one of those adventure books where you can actually choose the way that the story goes. It's your story, it's your choices. And what I love about it, it actually gives you an introduction to the book, but it also then gives you instructions of how to actually play in the book. Now I think the ones that I remember from when I was growing up, they didn't have these bits in. It just was read a bit and pick which option you wanted. So it was either like, if you wanted to go through the door, go to this page. If you wanted to go head back, go to this page. Well, with this one you've got chances. There's a logbook, you get life points, abilities, you can pick weapons, armour, different items. You can actually have combat. It tells you how to do your combat in there, and it's got picture puzzles as well. So it actually tells you how to actually get the most out of this book. And it also has quick links in here as well. It's got that QR code which takes you to the quick links, which takes you to a dice roller if you haven't got any dice to be able to do the combat. Yeah, and also extra copies of the logbook as well. So, and here's the logbook in the front of it, so you can actually record your journey as well on your adventure. So it starts off, when you start off at the very beginning, you've got the very first part of the book which you read, and then when you get to the bottom you find that you've got a locket, so you add that to your logbook. So if you wish to open the door, turn to part 276. If you want to buy some more time, go to 127, or if you want to escape into the alley, then you go to 185. And so it takes you backwards and forwards throughout the whole book to create your own adventure. So something that little bit different, a little bit unique that you can actually read and go on a journey with. Go on a journey into a different land with your imagination and create your own outcomes in this story. Now, I was having a little look on the website today underneath the Shadow Chaser, and there's actually a blog about this, and it's a blog that's written by Sam Taplin. Now, Sam Taplin is, if you've had books for younger children, you will know he's the author of a lot of our sound books, like the Don't Tickles, and a lot of the light and sound books as well. He's been involved with those, and he wrote a blog about Shadow Chaser and about the adventure game books, because he was somebody who, when he was younger, loved the adventure books, loved he called it as his adventure game book, and he actually wrote his own in the end, or I think he might have written it for his brother or vice versa. So he's written about this book, he's written about Shadow Chaser, and he said it was an absolute pleasure to watch the book take shape and to have the chance to pour into it all the things that he loved about the books when he grew up, but also put in some brand new elements as well. So I'm just going to read you some of the bits from his blog, because I think it's really, really quite interesting. So this one is written by Simon Tudhope, and it says here that Shadow Chaser sweeps you up in an epic tale that starts with a bang in the very first paragraph, when some menacing visitors come knocking in the night and you have to decide what you're going to do about it. Now, what he says in his blog is that a lot of game books don't have much of a story. They tend to be basically about finding the treasure, slaying the dragon. Okay, but this one is very, very different. It has a gripping narrative that unfolds with twists and turns. It has characters that you care about and moments of real emotion as you start to uncover the secrets of your past. Now, the other thing that he says that actually makes Shadow Chaser stand out is the illustration. Okay, so there's lots of illustrations throughout the book, and yeah, they're there to help create atmosphere, to help with your imagination, to give you that context. Because it's Tom Knight who did the artwork, which he describes as beautiful artwork which creates atmosphere. But actually, each double spread in pictures in the book, like this one here, is actually another puzzle to solve. Okay, and so to be able to delve deeper into the story, you have to unravel the secrets and mysteries buried in these images. Now, nothing quite like this has actually been done in a game book before, and Sam actually believes that this really adds something and beckons you further into the story. And he goes on to talk about why there's lots of really good reasons why publishing game books and fantasy role-playing, these kind of books is great, because we had lots of fantasy role-playing games about. As I said before, it's perfect for those reluctant readers because the content is exciting, it's divided up into short, accessible chunks, which also as well, if you're somebody like me who, if I don't think I've got long enough to sit down and read, actually I could just pick it up and read a tiny bit and then put it down and pick it up again. And it's, for children, it's a way of persuading children to spend time away from their screens and immerse themselves in a world of imagination instead. So yeah, so that's his Shadow Chaser, which I think is a really, really clever way to get back into reading. So if you're somebody who hasn't done a lot of reading, perhaps you used to read a lot and you haven't recently, and you want to get back into reading, again, this is another great way, because you can actually do it in small bits as well. So yeah, and it's just something very, very different, isn't it? It's just a different take on reading, and just a different way, different way of accessing reading as well. So alongside that, we've also got two others, which is, we've got Cursebreaker, which is very similar again. I don't think this one has the double spreads. I might be wrong, I'm just going to check. It has got double spread pictures, but I'm not sure whether they've got puzzles in them, because Cursebreaker isn't one that I've actually spent a long time looking at. So we've got Cursebreaker, and we've also got the Goblin's Revenge as well. Now these are getting to be really quite popular actually as well. Lots of children are wanting to buy these as well and get themselves immersed in them, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, so you have got Shadow Chaser. I'd love to know if you've made a start on it, how you are getting on with it. Also as well, you might choose to actually give this to perhaps somebody younger in your family maybe, or share it with them. So please do let me know. And also, if you want, there are some activities available to go alongside this book. So if you would like the links to those, please do pop me a comment below and I'll pop them across to you, so you've got those activities as well. So yeah, fantastic book for this month. Please let me know how you're getting on, and yeah, do fire away, ask any questions if you would like to. So please do take care, and I will see you next month for May subscription box. Take care everybody, see you very soon. Bye.